Alright, good evening everyone. Another watch today. So, what do we have here? Everyone should probably, all the watch people should recognize this watch pretty easily. This is a Bulova Moonwatch Reissue. So it's a Precisionist line with the ultra high frequency quartz movement with 3 prongs. It's a tri-compact chronograph with the minutes, 60 minutes on this, on the 9. The 6 o'clock is running seconds, 4:30 is the date, and then the 3 o'clock is a 1/10 of a second window. So when you start the chronograph, you get a few seconds, I'll just let it run for a little bit, of the 10th second spinning like mad, and then eventually it settles down. You get the main chronograph second hand up here, stick hands all loomed, all the main hands, the chronograph second, the main hands, and the indices are all loomed. Tachometer bezel inside the glass, proud of the dial. You got these kind of elongated pushers. You've got a non-screw down, just free spinning because quartz crown. The case back, I have this all set up funky because I got small hands. Let's get this all pulled apart here. The case back is beautiful on this watch. Commemorates the Apollo 15 mission that someone wore the original version of this watch on. You got some screws, presumably. The screws are presumably for the pushers. It's screw down. It's waterproof to 50 meters, which is kind of scary. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, so it's a solid little watch. It comes with this commemorative fold-over strap. It's kind of like what the Apollo guys and modern space astronauts wear, with the date of mission, so August the 2nd, 1971, and then the hertz of the movement. And it also comes with this kind of carbon fiber look, genuine leather strap. It's pretty stiff, but it's reasonably comfortable. It comes with both sets of spring bars too, which is nice. So let's get some dimensions on this watch, because they are very substantial. So I won't measure from without the pushers, because there's literally not a spot on the watch that doesn't have pushers or crown. So we'll go from the skinniest part of the pushers, 46, I think it's listed as 44 technically, but 46 in practice. Very long at, get this out of the way, at 52.8, 53, and fairly thick at 14. Not terribly thick, I mean about as thick as the Hamilton that I reviewed earlier. So, and weight, it's phenomenally heavy. Let's get a weight on this guy. So this is 112 grams. So for reference, obviously time is relative, but I was just in real time just recently reviewed this guy, and this watch with the bracelet weighs less than this watch with a fabric strap. So that's titanium, but still you get the idea. It's very heavy. It's big, tall sapphire crystal. What do I like about this watch? So it's very cool looking. It's kind of neat to get to buy into that history. Bulova is a very storied brand. It's not very appreciated anymore, but they had a lot of cool stuff going on. It's cool to get into the action with. Let me stop this. With a Moonwatch reissue, it's definitely cheaper than trying to get an Omega Speedmaster. So the dial is very legible. It's very easy. The tachometer is cool. I like how it's all internal. I don't like the date at 4:30. I don't get what, or 4:15 in this case, or 4:30. I don't really get that. The biggest pet peeve I have about this watch, from an objective point of view, is, to me, I don't really see the point of this on an analog chronograph watch. Why it is a 10th second? Why not just put a 12-hour? To me, that makes more sense. Other thing, obviously, from a subjective point of view, is that it is very large. So it barely fits on my wrist. It's very top-heavy. It really needs to be on like a bracelet of some kind, because something like a NATO or like this is just, it gets too high and it wants to rock and it rubs into your wrist. It's just not very comfortable. Definitely would be fine if you're wearing a spacesuit, but we're not. So I think it could have, especially with 50 meters water resistance. I don't know what a 112 gram watch head. I don't know where the water resistance goes. Like, you could definitely at least get 100 meters out of this guy. It's definitely, the pressure is definitely, it's definitely pressure resistant to that. I mean, the pushers might fail, but you could improve that. Loom is okay, very okay, typical of the modern kind of mall watch. lume. Definitely not Seiko or Citizen quality. A little better than Hamilton probably. But yeah, I'd say this watch to me is a very respectable, say, C. You know, it's if you like the watch and you can wear the size, it's cool. It's awesome. It's a cool watch just to have in your collection. I'm sure eventually they'll go up in value. Just a neat watch in general. If you got a smaller wrist, I'd say if you got like below a 7.25 inch wrist, you're not probably gonna love this guy. You might love it, but you're not gonna love wearing it. It's gonna give you a sore wrist until you get used to it. You know, cool. This is kind of. I think I could have included this in a bracelet, kind of like what you might get on a Omega package. Really, they should have kind of realized that they're competing directly with Omega and just kind of copied their presentation, because their Moonwatch presentation is phenomenal. Which this is a cheaper watch, admittedly, but still. It's a very unique aesthetic. Everyone immediately recognizes one of these. The blasted case with the tall crystal shroud. A very cool watch, but to me, unless you got a really large wrist or you like the big watch thing, then not the watch to get. So, hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you in the comments. Bye.